Miss Turner's class. You need help with homework? It's Miss Turner's class. I got you. It's Miss Turner's class. What about if you didn't understand something in class? It's Miss Turner's class. I got you.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, we are focusing on Module 3, Lesson 27, where we are going to move from dividing multiples of 10, like 10, 100, 6,000, to now dividing any whole number by a single digit. Let's go ahead and get started on slide 5. On slide 5, it says, draw place value discs to represent the following problem, and then we're going to rewrite each in unit form in order to solve. We have 344 divided by 2, and the number 344, how many hundreds do I have? Yes, I have 3 hundreds. How many tens do I have? Beautiful, 4 tens. And how many ones do I have? Fantastic, 4 ones. Now that we've decomposed our number or written our number in unit form, it's now time for us to place this number on our place value chart. Remind me, how many hundreds did I have in the number 344? Yeah, I had 3, so I'm going to draw 3 hundreds. How many tens did I have in the number 344? Right again, 4 tens. So that means I'm going to draw 4 tens. And how many ones did I have in the number 344? Good job, 4 ones. So I'm going to draw 4 discs in my ones place. Now that I've drawn my discs, it's time for me to break my place value chart into groups. My divisor tells me how many groups I'm breaking my place value chart into. So how many groups do I need to break this place value chart into? If you said 2, what in the world? I'm going to use the line feature. If you said 2, you are absolutely correct. I'm breaking this place value chart into 2 groups. Here's my first group. Here's my second group. Do you think I'm going to start distributing my discs from the hundreds or the ones? Use the clues on the paper to help you. If you said ones, not quite. I always start in my largest place value. And I like to ask my friends, would you rather have $100 or would you rather have $1? Yeah, I'd rather have $100 too. So that means that my largest place value is the hundreds. We're just going to go ahead and distribute our discs. We have 3 hundreds. So I'm going to put my first disc in my first group. My second disc in my second group, but hold up. Wait a minute. I have 100 left. If I put that 100 in my first group, are my groups equal? No, they are not equal. So what would I do with this extra 100? I'll give you a hint. It is not a remainder. So what do I need to do with it? You think you got it? Yes, unbundle, you guys. Whenever I have a disc left over in a place value that is not the ones place, it is not a remainder. It means I have to unbundle. Think about it this way. You have $100 and you're giving it to 2 friends. Can I give 2 friends that $100 the way it is? Can I just give 2 friends a $100 bill and they'll both have $100? No, I have to make change. So essentially, when we're unbundling, we're making change of our $100 bill. Well, how many $10 bills are inside of $100? Let's skip count by 10 until we figure it out. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many 10s make 100? If you said 10 10s make 100, you are absolutely correct. So I'm going to draw 10 more discs. And now all together, I have 10 discs plus the 4 discs I already had. So 10 plus 4 is 14. I now have 14 discs all together. Let's go ahead and distribute our discs. We know how to do this part. Put it in the group, cross it off, put it in the group, cross it off. Put it in the group, cross it off, put it in the group, cross it off. We're even going to distribute the discs that we unbundled. Put it in the group, cross it off, put it in the group, cross it off, put it in the group, cross it off. Ooh, put it in the group, cross it off. Put it in the group, ooh, cross it off. Ooh, put it in the group, cross it off. 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 Put it in a group, cross it off. Are our groups equal? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, our groups are equal and we don't have any discs left over in the 10s. So now we're going to move to our 1s and we're going to do the same thing. Put it in a group, cross it off. Ooh, put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. And put it in a group and cross it off. We've distributed all of our discs. Now it's time for us to find our quotient. When we are finding our quotient, we are looking at one of our groups. So I'm going to focus on my first group. In this first group, how many hundreds did I have? Let's use a different color. How many discs do you see in the hundreds place? Yes, 1 disc in the hundreds. How many 10s do we have? Count those discs. Good, 7 10s. And how many 1s did we have? Good, 2 1s. What's that number? 100, 7 10s, 2 1s. If you said 172, you are absolutely correct. Did I have any discs left over? In my 1s place. Nope, so my remainder is 0. Let's quickly go ahead and check our work. We know how to do this part. Our divisor was our number of groups. How many groups did we have to make? If you said 2, you are absolutely correct. Now it's time to multiply. We're multiplying our quotient by our divisor. 172 times 2. Pause the video until you find the answer. If you said 344, you are absolutely correct. With the remainder of 0, that means that our final answer is 344. Does this match our total? Yes? So we're good to go. Let's go ahead and try another one. I'm going to pause for a second because I'm noticing some friends don't have paper and pencil in front of them. Some friends are not doing the problems with Miss Turner. Remember, in order to make sure that you are successful in this lesson, you need to make sure you have paper and pencil in front of you and you are participating. Here we go. Let's do problem 3 together. This time we have the number 383 divided by 3. Same as before, we have to write the number 383 in unit form. How many hundreds are in this number? Yes, 3 hundreds. How many 10s are in this number? 8 10s. And how many 1s are in this number? Beautiful, 3 1s. Same as before, let's put the number 383 on our place value chart. Remind me, how many hundreds or how many discs do I need to draw in the hundreds, please? Good. Why didn't y'all tell me I was using the wrong color? Good. 3 discs in the hundreds. How many discs in the tens? Good. 8 tens. How many ones? Good. 3 ones. And how many groups am I breaking this place value chart into? Look at your divisor. Good. 3 groups. Y'all, because this is YouTube, remember, y'all can pause the video if you need to have extra think time. Don't feel like just because I'm asking you a question, you have to answer as quickly as I'm responding. Take your time if you need to. We now have 3 groups. Remind Miss Turner, I'm starting in my largest place value. So which one is my largest place value? My ones, tens, or hundreds? Yeah, my hundreds. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Do I have any hundreds left? No, I've used all of my groups and I don't have any hundreds left, so I'm going to move to my tens. Same as before, let's distribute our tens. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group and cross it off. Go back to your first group again. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group and cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. My groups are unequal. These last 2 discs that I just distributed made my groups unequal. So what do I need to do? Remember, friends, we're not in our ones place, so these 2 discs cannot be a remainder. So what do I do with them? Yes, I have to unbundle both of these discs this time because I simply do not have enough discs to make sure my tens are equal. When I unbundle, remind me, how many discs do I draw? If you said 10, you are absolutely correct. I'm unbundling twice though, so I have to draw 20. Because if I unbundle 1 time, I'm drawing 10. If I unbundle 2 times, I'm drawing 20. So let's go ahead and unbundle 1 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this disc is gone. I just unbundled. Now let's unbundle our second disc in our tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I now have 23 discs in my ones. Same as before. Let's go ahead and distribute them. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. And we're even going to distribute those discs that were unbundled. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Go back to my first group again. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group, cross it off. Put it in a group and cross it off. Go back again, put it in my group, cross it off. Put it in a 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 group, cross it off. We're still going. Put it in a group, cross it off. We are going to continue to do this until we run out of discs. Uh-oh, I have 2 discs left, but 3 groups. So what do we notice? We're in our smallest place value. So I cannot unbundle again. What are those last 2 discs going to be called? If you said your remainder, you are absolutely correct. Let's box in that remainder. So we already know that 2 is our remainder, and now we're going to find our quotient. Remember, when we're finding our quotient, we're looking at one of our groups. In this group, let's grab a new colored pencil. How many hundreds do we have? Good, 1. How many tens did we have? Good, 2. How many ones did we have? Count all of your discs. Good, 7. What's my quotient? 127. Yes, 127 is our quotient. Let's go ahead and check our work. Our quotient is 127. Our divisor is... What's our divisor? Yes, 3. 127 times 3. Pause the video if you need time to figure out the product of 127 and 3. If you got 381, you are absolutely correct. Plus our remainder, which is 2. 381 plus 2. Let's see, do we get our total? Yes, ma'am and sir. 383, which matches our total. We are good to go. Let's do one more problem. All right, in this problem, we have the number 655 divided by 5. How many hundreds? And the number 655. Good, 6. How many tens? Good, 5. How many ones? Good, 5. Let's go ahead and draw this in our place value chart. We already know, friends. We're drawing 6 hundreds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're drawing 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're drawing 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many groups am I breaking this place value chart into? Look at your divisor. If you said 5, you're absolutely correct. If y'all need to, pause the video to make sure that your paper looks just like Miss Turner's. You should have 5 groups on your paper. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm missing one more group. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you need to, make sure that those groups are a little bit more even so that you have enough space to distribute your discs. All right, I'm starting in my largest place value. So what place value do I start in? My hundreds. Here we go. We have 5 groups and we have 6 hundreds. Put it in a group, cross it off, 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 put it in a group, cross it off. I have 1 disc left. If I try to put this disc into a group, my groups will be unequal. So what do I need to do? I'm not in my smallest place value, so I cannot make this a remainder. So what am I doing? If you said unbundling, you are absolutely correct. How many more discs am I going to draw when I unbundle? 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means that this 100 is now gone and it turned into 10 tens. Now I have 15 tens because I had 5 more before I unbundled. Let's go ahead and distribute these tens. Put it in a group, cross it off. 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 Put it in a group, cross it off, and we're going to keep distributing our unbundled discs because they are now in the tens place. Put it in a group, cross it off, 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 put it in a group, cross it off. Go back to my first group again, cross it off, put it in a group, 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 and cross it off. Do I have any tens left over? No ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no cheese, no lettuce, no provolone. So now we're able to move on to our ones. Here we go. I have 5 ones and I'm going to distribute them to each group. Cross it off, put it in a group, cross it off, put it in a group, cross it off, put it in a group, cross it off, and put it in a group and cross it off. Did I have any ones left over? No, so my remainder is 0. Let's go ahead and find our quotient. Let's look at one of our groups. In this group, friends, how many hundreds do I have? 100. How many tens do I have? 3 tens. And how many ones do I have? 1. What is that quotient? Yeah, 131. Let's go ahead and check our work. 131 times our divisor, which is 5. Good job. 131 times 5. Pause the video to find the answer. If you said 655, you are absolutely correct. Plus a remainder of 0. What did you get? Yes, 655 is my final answer. Does that match my total? It sure does. So that means that we are golden. We are good to go. In this video, you learned how to divide on a place value chart with unbundling. If you want some extra practice, go ahead and pause the video and do this problem on your own. You can always text and call me or email me with your work so I can check it for you. Have a good day, you guys.